Can you share some key aspects of financial literacy? We can start with budgeting. What's budgeting? It's a plan for how you make and spend money. But I'm not good at planning. It involves tracking your income and expenses. Neat. There's also saving and emergency funds. What does that involve? It's all about the importance of saving money. But that sounds boring. Aim to have at least 6 months worth of money saved up in an emergency fund just in case you have some surprise expenses. In case of a financial emergency? Exactly. Uh-oh. They happen more often than you think. Of course they do. Eh? What's so funny about that? Nothing. I just laugh because I'm awkward and nervous. Eh? Can you share some more key aspects of financial literacy? There's credit and debt management. That sounds scary. This is all about understanding how credit works. I'm sure it works in mysterious ways. It also involves managing debt, if you have any. Sadly, I have a lot of debt. And understanding the implications of interest rates and credit scores. So many big words, Mr. Leonard. You must be really smart. No, not at all. Of course. And there's also investing. I think I've heard of that one before. This involves gaining a basic understanding of investment options. Like what? Like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and index funds. Which should I choose? It also includes learning about risk tolerance as well as the importance of long-term investing. This all sounds so boring. Another key aspect of financial literacy is retirement planning. I've been planning for that my whole entire life. You have? I can't wait to retire. This includes understanding retirement accounts like the 401k and IRA. I think I might have one of those. It also includes the importance of planning early for retirement. The earlier you start, the better. And there's also insurance. That sounds complicated. It definitely can be. Of course. It includes learning about the different types of insurance. Like what? Well, there's health, auto, and life, just to name a few. It seems like there's insurance for everything. There pretty much is. And I'll have to learn the role they play in my finances in order to protect myself. Taxes are another key aspect of financial literacy. Taxes? Ew, gross. I thought you'd say something like that. Why do I have to learn about them? It's good to have a basic understanding of how taxes work, you know, so you can pay them on time. That's a good point, Mr. Leonard. We'll learn about the different types of taxes. There's different types? Yeah, and the most important one is income tax. I think I've heard of that one before. You have? It's where the government takes a percentage of the money I make when I work. Exactly. How is that even legal? And we'll also learn about tax deductions and tax credits, which are legal ways to save money on taxes. Of course they are. Inflation and purchasing power are another key aspect of financial literacy. I have a bad feeling about this one. Inflation is the increase of prices over time, also known as a decrease in purchasing power. Life just keeps getting more expensive, huh? Yes, it does. My money stays the same, yet it becomes less valuable. It's important to understand how inflation affects the value of your money. So the more inflation goes up, the less my money is worth and the less stuff I can afford to buy? Pretty much. How is that even possible? I have no idea. I definitely need to learn more about this. I think we both do. I'm fascinated by this. What about financial goal setting? What about it? Is that another key aspect of financial literacy? Yes, it is. I'm starting to think about some goals I have. That's great, Tim. Thanks, Mr. Leonard. You can make short-term financial goals and long-term financial goals. One of my short-term goals is to move out of my parents' house within the next 3 years. That's a great idea. I really should have done it 3 years ago. But that'll require you to get a job and make some money. Of course. Living is not free. Unless your parents are paying for everything. Well, then you're just costing them money. Exactly. It's expensive for them, but it's free for me. So are there any other key aspects of financial literacy I should know about? The last one is consumer rights and protection. What's that all about? It includes learning about your rights as a consumer. And those are... well, there's the right to safety, the right to choose, and the right to be informed, just to name a few. Neat. It also includes learning how to spot and avoid scams. I could really use that. Yeah? I get scammed all the time. Of course you do. Those scammers are very tricky. And you'll want to know how to read the fine print in important financial documents. Do people actually read that stuff? Well, but it's so boring. If they're smart, they do. I guess that's why I don't read it.